How's it going, everybody? This is Rob Novakast back with another video for you guys. And with this one, we'll be talking about the next episode of Marvel's What If series. And in this one, this is episode 3, season 1, which, by the way, the main premise for this is what if the main cast for the MCU, for the Avengers, were killed or murdered. And the way they set this up is really, really interesting, especially with, like, the first one who dies is Iron Man, and this is after the moment, like, the way he's killed, or the time he's killed, is right after the drunken stupor that he has in Iron Man 2, where he has, you know, kind of has that freak out and proceeds to meet Fury at the donut shop. And the moment that Black Widow injects him with the chemical that was supposed to help him, he keels over. And everybody assumes that it's Black Widow that does it, but that's not the case. Right afterwards, we have a moment where, like, soon after that, we have a situation where the Hammer, or Mjolnir, pops up, and S.H.I.E.L.D. tries to see what's going on. And with everything, we have that moment where, again, Thor, who has, you know, come to planet Earth, proceeds to try to get his hammer back. But instead of him getting the hammer back, Barton, or Hawkeye, who has his bow out, accidentally fires the bow, or the arrow, at Thor, killing him. And a lot of people, I mean, with, you know, him being the only one with bow, immediately, you know, call foul play on Hawkeye. While in custody, Hawkeye also ends up being killed or murdered, following up with Hulk, who kind of dies in a very horrific way. Though it kind of reminds me of that situation in I can't remember this stupid movie. I think it was Big Trouble Little China. I think that's what it was. I could be wrong. Where you have the guy that, you know, expands and he blows up. It kind of reminded me of that situation, or like how that happened. But after that, then Black Widow. And with everybody dead, it's you're trying to figure out who's the killer. But that's not the only thing that happens, because, and I don't want to spoil who the killer is for those who have not seen the show, the episode yet, but another thing that does happen that makes things a little bit more difficult, especially when it comes down to what's going on, is, you know, with Thor being dead, Loki decides to take this as an act of war and proceeds to try to threaten Earth, although Fury is able to kind of call him off on that and proceeds to, you know, give him a chance to find the killer. They do end up finding the killer, but by the end, Loki decides, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just take over the planet. Which kind of grows Fury's resolve to create the Avengers Initiative, starting off with both Captain America and Captain Marvel. So all in all, this, I would love to see that, but we probably won't. Now, again, the killer is actually interesting, like a really interesting situation with that character, and something else that ultimately ends up changing the whole story. But all in all, this was an okay episode, and I actually really enjoyed it. I have to again applaud the art style with again how it looks. Even though it's 3D, the 2D look of it looks really awesome. And I will say probably the greatest moment, or greatest, like, evil smile comes from Loki in this. It's so awesome. And another thing I should mention too is they got a lot, I mean, for the show so far, they got a lot of the original actors to voice their characters, for a lot of them. We have Samuel Jackson, the guy that played Coulson. We have the guy that plays Loki as well. and like so far it's great. I love that they brought some of these actors back. So all in all, this was a good episode. Don't want to spoil who the villain is. Go check out the episode if you haven't. I know I spoiled a lot with this episode, but at the same time, I at least don't want to spoil that, because to an extent, I didn't see it coming, but I thought it was kind of cool. So all in all, this episode was great. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.